Hello chatterboxes out there. I hope you've all had a lovely Saturday so far and have enjoyed the weather today. It is not as warm as it was yesterday and it's nice and cool, so that's good. Apparently there's going to be a thunderstorm soon, so better start making it up because apparently it's forecast for a lot of rain. It'll be good because it'll be nice and cool after the rain. Yesterday in my vlog, I told you that I was going out to the shops with my mate, and in this video I'm just going to be showing you what I got from the shops. Now let's get on with the show. So, first off, I got this book, and it's Love Rosie the book. I love the film so much, it is such a good film, so I cannot wait to read the book as well. My sister says that she doesn't like, she likes reading the books before the adaptations, which I'm not very good at, but yeah, so I'll read this and should hopefully have some things that aren't in the focus so they can't always fit everything in. And look at that, quite a big book, that'll probably take me a while because I'm like the slowest reader ever. And like my new shades, I got these yesterday because the weather was so sunny and my eyes were literally thought that they were burning because the sun was shining so much. And yeah, then I got this DVD. I got another DVD, but it broke, so I was like, put it in the bed. So I was like, great crap. Oh well. And I got this film here, Space Jam, a film from my childhood. Got Looney Tunes and Michael Jordan. What else could you ask for? So yeah, it's such a good film, and I can't wait to watch that soon. And I got this really adorable little ornament head. It's like a bag, and it's got a little cat in. Meow. And yeah, I'm gonna put that in my dollhouse later on. And last of all, I got this really nice golden Egyptian photo for my grandma because I know that she loves Egypt stuff, so I'm going to give that to her when I next see her. So I cannot wait for that. And that was yesterday. And also me and my mate got back and we had a massive water fight, and then my mum got up. My dad was asleep because he just got back from work. My brother and sister were at college. My older brother's in uni and my older sister was at work, and me and my mate dried off and just sat and chatted and catched up and listened to some music, and we listened to Linkin Park and some other music like that and just messed around. Then my mum and me took my mate home and got my sister from college, and my dad went back to work, and my sister was being a bit of a pain yesterday evening. I think it's because we were all a bit tired and of course with the weather. So her and my other sister were arguing, so my dad got a bit cranky. So I put my headphones in, was like blocking out all the madness. That's what happens when it gets a bit heated or a bit warm. So yeah, it was just a bit crazy, but it's all fine now. And I watched the soaps. I watched The Days Home and Away, and my brother and his girlfriend got back from being out, and my sister and my other sister were sorting out their bedroom because it was a bit of a mess, and my brother's girlfriend caught up on Hollyoaks, and I watched some DVDs, and I read and drew and did some arts and craft and some designing, and watched some sci-fi and comedy stuff, and watched some Rwanda and some Doctor and Torture episodes, and I played my dog game slash show and got my Bluetooth all ready for me to dress up for Saturday. Today it is Saturday. I was up at night because it was so warm and got up and had a nice shower, and my sister's out with her mate, my other sister's at work, and my mum's just going to get her now, and my brother and his girlfriend are out, and my dad's asleep because he was up early sorting out the house and stuff and sorting out the garden, and I played with my dog in the garden and watched a bit of Jane Eyre and had a nice cup of tea and a snack and watched Supernatural and some other sci-fi stuff and some fine movie episodes. I played some cards and board games, and I went onto some social media outlets like Instagram, Twitter and Facebook and took some nature photos, I did some drawing, and I also sorted out my doll show slash game set. I did some prop designing and sorted out my characters and stuff, and I played with my main pre-tech doll. I had a cheese and pickle toasties for my lunch and just rested and read a bit of my book I'm reading. I'm on the 9th series of Watch Events book, and I'm trying to finish the whole series. There's 30, so I've got 4 books left to read out of the book series, and I love it so much. And I did some designing and sorted out my office because it's a bit of a mess. I did some story writing and worked on my book series and some songs, and listened to some Ariana Grande. Basically, at the moment, people have been like trolling her, and behind keyboards, some very sad people have been insulting her and basically calling her selfish and all this crap because she postponed the Dangerous Women tour. After what happened, she must be very traumatized and heartbroken after losing fans, and I understand why she would want to postpone out of respect and also to like get her head around what has happened, because it's very frightening. People have got to realise that pop stars aren't immortal. They're not like these robotic things without feelings. They have feelings, and they do feel pain, and they can't just carry on and be like, oh, that just happened. Let's just go and have another one, like do another tour. Let's just go move on. She needs to have time to adjust to what's happened, and one of the fathers from one of the victims actually wrote her a letter like saying, when the time's right, you'll it'll be alright to get to like carry on. So yeah, it's just very silly people out there. So yeah, I feel very sorry for the victims and the family and friends and Ariana Grande for, of course, what happened at her concert. So anyway, my thoughts and prayers with them, and I cannot wait for Take Me Out Dot 2 and Britain's Got Talent and Casualty Tonight, my 4 favourite TV shows to watch on a nice Saturday evening and just relax. Sunday, I'm going to be working on my book series for most of the day because I've got a really exciting part of my book series at the moment, and it's just cannot wait to start writing that. I had a bit of a writing hiatus for a while because I just had writer's block, the dreaded writer's block. I cannot stand writer's block, and I watched some YouTube videos and some vines and some DVDs and listened to some CDs. My sister went to the shops yesterday and got me a cherry cola, lovely of her, and we got back and I played this Kylie song for my mum that we played while waiting. I played while waiting for my sister in the shop, and my mum really liked it. And then this morning, after I had my shower and some breakfast and stuff, I played some songs off YouTube in the living room on our TV because it's like a smart TV, so you can like go onto YouTube. Finally figured out how to work it because I'm literally the worst at like technology, and so I played some music and stuff. Just that's why the living room being a little bit hyperactive, and I played one of my favourite Kylie Minogue songs, which is called Cosmic, and it is off her I think X album, and it was back in 2007, just after she'd had cancer. She had a break. She wrote like a bunch of songs, and she's also written one called No More Rain, which I adore as well. So I played some Kylie music and got my Bluetooth dolls out ready for me to dress up, and played with my main Bluetooth doll, and I watched some classic Disney stuff like Lizzie McGuire and That's a Raven and Even Stevens and stuff like that. And I have been relaxing, and I watched some soap stuff and Supernatural, and cannot wait for Emmerdale next week. Aaron and Robert are back in Emmerdale. Aaron's found out about Robert sleeping with Rebecca, and has also found out that Rebecca is keeping the baby. I was annoyed at Robert because Robert was like, "You mean nothing to me," like grabbed her. I was like, "You don't grab a woman. You never grab a woman or like try and hurt them." But he's just so angry, and he doesn't want to lose Aaron, so of course he's going a bit loopy in like anxiety because he loves Aaron to bits and do anything to keep him and like not lose him. So Aaron and Robert got an argument, but in spoilers, apparently Aaron's going to stand by Robert and support him with the baby, and then Rebecca apparently supposedly loses like feels baby pain. So I'm not sure if it's true or if she's just saying that she's still pregnant so that she can stick the knife in and like try and separate Robert and Aaron. Because Aaron's already so fragile after being in prison, and it ended on Friday night where Rebecca was trying to convince Aaron to leave Robert, which I hope not, because I know Robert made a mistake, and that he shouldn't have forced Rebecca to have an abortion and then try to make her have another one. But Aaron and Robert belong together. They've made it through so much more, and I think that Robert and Aaron could look after this baby, and I think it would be great because Robert and Aaron are so good together, and Aaron's so good with looking after Liv that I think it would be so sweet for them to have a little family of their own. And Aaron is not going to be pleased with Chaz because Chaz knew and didn't tell Aaron about what Robert and Rebecca had done, and actually Chaz was the one made Robert cover up, so she didn't think he'd cope, and rightly so, because I mean, after that he started doing drugs. Of course, if they had have told him in prison, and especially with him his traumatizing time in prison, it probably would have ended him. So it's a good thing she didn't. And I can't wait for Liv and Chaz to get back, because it's not felt the same without those two in it, because then we'll have the whole family back together, and hopefully gradually Chaz can forgive Robert, because it took her a long time to forgive Robert for what he did to Katie, and of course now this with Rebecca, Chaz has lost all trust in him and stuff. But hopefully they'll be able to sort that out. And yeah, so I watched Abigail, and Hollyoaks was so good last night. Nick is just so vile. He's now not only sexually assaulted Ali, but also done it to Holly as well. And everyone saw Nick have a go at Holly and stuff, and like say all this whole stuff to her. So I think Nick, Holly and Ali should team up, because obviously Holly will believe Ali now, like she should have before, because Ali wouldn't make something like this up. They should work together to get Nick sent down, because Nick is a sicko and he can't do things like this and expect not to get repercussions and get sent down. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that will happen and that they'll be able to catch him out or something. But here he's so manipulative, so probably twist you on and stuff. And EastEnders is so boring at the moment. It's just not. I'm not really enjoying it at the moment. Max does my head in. I feel really sorry for Jack. I hope everyone finds out what Max has done, especially what Charlie's done, and that Jack can keep the children, and that Charlie and Max can just bugger off, because those two characters just do my head in. And Whitney and Mick, really, come on. I'm fed up with all the blooming cheating that goes on in these soaps. Can't they just be faithful, for goodness sake? So yeah, that's just stressing me out. And yeah, so I watched some soap stuff and watched some Doctor episodes. Can't wait for Doctor tonight. It's going to be really good. There is a two-parter episode. I liked it when it was a two-parter, like when they had two-parters. So they had one part of the episode, then the to be continued, then they had the second part, then they had the next time. I think they should do that. But I'm really liking this series. Can't believe Peter's leaving after this series. 4 years, it's gone so fast, and I love it. I've loved every minute of it, and yeah, so I cannot wait for not to. If I were, I'd make it two-parters and have the two-parters again. I'm really loving this series, because it's like it's gone back to the feel of like when it first came back in 2005. I really like the energy and the flow of it, and I'm just really enjoying it. I've loved every episode. Well, I love every episode of Doctor Who anyway, but I'm really loving this series because it's just the flow and it's just so good. And I'm really gutted that Billy's actually, well, Bill, not Billy, Bill is leaving after just one series, because I really like her character. So yeah, I am now off to sort my videos out and watch Tangled and have a cup of tea and work on my book series. I hope you've all had a lovely Saturday so far, and I shall see you around. Bye!